Happy New Year! And we are back with our live We Are Ones. We're so happy to have you here with us. And today I'm delighted to have Anita Willoughby to share her wisdom with us. Welcome, Anita.
Thank you, Ale. I am so glad to be here. Today is in the first month of the new year. It's January, and it's January 6th. So it's a lot about balance, and it's about beginnings today. One is all about our beginnings. So I thought, since this is the beginning of the live We Are One sessions for 2021, and it has been quite a roller coaster ride getting here. But I remember an old movie and a wife explaining to her husband that life is like a roller coaster. Sometimes you go up and sometimes you go down. And the most important thing is to enjoy the ride, whether it's going up, that's the harder part, and going down is the releasing part. So here we are, continuing our roller coaster ride. I hope I know the new year will be very different energetically. So I thought we would start today with a symbol for one, or a self-help in Jin Shin Jyutsu for oneness. So the most obvious, the first thing that happens is to help our main central. So your right hand on top of your head, we'll just do the quick version, not the whole version. And the left hand on between your pubic bones, the bottom of your torso in the front. And it can be in that general area. If your arm starts to be difficult to hold up and you feel a little bit of discomfort, then take it and put it between your collarbones. I love to do that. So either way, I'll probably stay between my collarbones. So this is the first oneness in the creation of Jin Shin Jyutsu. It's known as the main central vertical universal harmonizing energy. So close your eyes. Come into the first oneness that starts our individuality, that is the center of our bodies, the center of our torso. And this main central connects our head to our tail. So close your eyes, take a journey into the center of your body, your central axis, from which all movement emanates and rotates around our central axis. The first movement is the breath. So I ask you to focus on your breath. And remember, it's more important to exhale, let go, create space, so you can naturally inhale, receive the abundance of life, the abundance of breath. So in your mind's eye, just count to 9 conscious exhalations. There are many levels of oneness. The oneness within you, the oneness of your spine and your main central. And when we are meditating together, it's the oneness of this worldwide web, which is woven together to help us create the worldwide global community. I am grateful for this global community. It is one of the greatest gifts of 2020. And if you've counted 9 conscious exhalations, 9 is a cycle, the end of a cycle, and beginning of a new. So we're bringing oneness of the main central into our bodies. And just to seal it, let's take our right hand and put it on our coccyx. So we're making a sandwich in the front of our body and the back of our bodies. Let me see if I can move my chair. You can see that a little bit better. Front and back. Just sealing the energy in our torso so that it can go into our legs and go down to earth. You don't need to sit on your hand exactly, just come off the edge or slightly towards the coccyx. Again, you're in the center of your body. You're sealing your torso. Where all our organs, our viscera exist and are contained in our torso. The main central vertical universal harmonizing energy is the one central source of our being. We all have a main central. It connects us to the capital S source, connects us to light, connects us to the universe. Connects us to each other. Again, let's do 9 conscious exhalations. And if you have finished your 9 conscious exhalations, you're holding between pubic bones and the coccyx, you can move on to safety energy lock number 1. And now we have 2 ones located on the inside of our knee. So we can cross our hands and hold both ones. Safety energy lock number 1 is known as the prime mover. It gets us moving. Let us do 9 conscious exhalations, the end of a cycle to begin the movement into the new year, the new cycle. Start exhaling. If it's uncomfortable to cross your arms, you can just place your hands together to the center, in the center of the knees. You can hold one at a time. You are the artist in Jin Shin Jyutsu. So the left one and the right one connect us head to feet, head to toes, get us moving. Our knees take us through our legs and move us out into the world. It's the leader. It's the risk taker, even though we don't know where our path is leading us. It initiates movement. One within ourselves, connected to our source through the main central, we have the courage to bring that unique oneness that we are into the world. To share our essence, to share our gifts. This is the vision of 2021, that we begin to work as one world, one global consciousness. One human being, living, breathing organism. We are all a part of that movement, and we all affect that movement. And the more courage that we have, the more initiation that we take the risk to move forward on our path, the more we will contribute to the healing of our planet. To know that we are one on so many levels. To understand those different circles of oneness. Safety energy lock number 1 helps us be a pioneer in this new year, 2021. New ways of thinking, new creations, new innovations, new ways of cooperating. And then let's go and hold each thumb. I put one thumb in the palm of your hand and the other thumb in the palm, just like that. Place it gently on your laps. We can hold our thumbs also to help our first depth, the oneness, the container, the individual that we are, to help us in the oneness internally to be expressed in the external domain. And watch the 9 breaths. And then let's just bring our hands together in front of our heart. Another quickie for the main central vertical universal harmonizing energy. Another quick way to bring you back to your own center, your own source. Putting your hands together. And I also love to put them right there in front of the heart area. And I am grateful and I give thanks to all of you for coming today and sharing in the wisdom of one. As I was thinking about what to share today, I thought of, well, usually people make New Year's resolutions. And my whole life, I thought that was sort of silly. In the United States, they would say, what's your New Year's resolution? And I realized this year I wanted to make commitments. And not a lot, just simple commitment to myself and to this global community. So I've committed to, as much as possible, sharing my love of the wisdom of the art of Jin Shin Jyutsu. And I've committed to learning and growing with this community. and sharing, because I think that is the greatest gift of being human, is the ability to share our wisdom, to share our love, to share our understanding and our knowledge of this art, which is both new, contemporary, and ancient, all at the same time. So thank you very much. Recently, in one of my books I was reading, I came across an expression that I love. Information becomes transformation. It's simple. In its essence, it's the truth. We are not gathering information just for information's sake, just to see how smart we are, how much we know. We are gathering information so that we can transform. Otherwise, it's useless information. Anyway, thank you all for coming. Thank you, Ale, for this first beginning to initiate the new year with our live.
Thank you. Well, so many messages here in the chat. People saying they're so thankful for your sharing today, Anita. And we are, I think the community doesn't know how happy we feel to be here. And thank you for expressing that. It's a gift for us
It's such a gift for me this whole year, because I'm stuck in my loft, basically, in New York City. I don't see that many people. I don't go out much, but I go out into the global community through the ethers, through the web, the World Wide Web. Hello.
Yes, and we have people from all over the world with us. So thank you so much for joining. And we have some news. I know that Anita is going to be offering a special topic class online. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. January 15th, next Friday, actually, a week from Friday through the 17th for 3 days.
Yeah, I just added here in the chat, and it is an in-depth look into the depths. Would you please share some of that with us?
Well, that's sort of a play on words. I love to have a play on words, because the depths are inside of us, and we're going to go deeply inside of us. But really, it's one of those paradoxes of life, and it's a paradox that I can understand more clearly through the physio-philosophy of Jin Shin Jyutsu. The depth is that dark matter all the way out that goes on forever. So we'll simultaneously be looking at all that dark matter, and then the physical matter it eventually becomes. But one of my favorite things to understand, and it's becoming more and more part of our consciousness, that this physical matter is only, some people say 1%, some people say 10%, now it may be up to 15% of what exists in the world. The physical matter, the visible one, is only 10 to 15% of what exists. It's the invisible matter that is really creating the visible. So we need to study the invisible matter. Dark matter, I used to just think dark matter, whoa, that's way too much. That's beyond me. Now I'm starting to think, no, that's what's making up me, maybe.
9 depths, 8
Right.
depths. Yeah.
Yes, all those depths. And I'm just reading a book by a woman physicist, and she's exploring this. So that's sort of my approach, is this dark matter maybe, or these archetypes and qualities that eventually become physical through a process. And so we're going to look at the unseen world, because she talks about in this book that there's so much that's going on that's unseen, and we're not conscious of it because we can't see it. And so we're finding ways, we're seeing more and more, because that's part of evolution, I think. Anyway, I'm always looking for the unseen. Let's put it that way. And then I rejoice in the seen, in the physical manifestation. I enjoy.
How wonderful. I think it's going to be quite a unique journey through the depths.
Through the depths. Yes, I hope so, because I like to approach things differently in each class. So I'm starting way out in the ninth depth.
Wow. What a way to start the new year.
Yes.
Opening up our minds and
Open up our minds for new movement, new creation,
new consciousness.
new consciousness, new forms, new ways of being.
So thank you so much for sharing that with us. And you can enroll right now. It's just click the button and you will be right there. And once again, thank you so much for being with us. On Friday, Terry is going to be offering his regular Harmonize to Energize session. And on Monday, we will be back with We Are One. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all for coming and being a part of this oneness. Thank you, Ale.
Thank you. See you soon. Enjoy and practice. Bye-bye.
Bye.